Apple finally brought features we've been asking for, like real windowing, smarter multitasking, as well as AI enhanced workflows thanks to Apple Intelligence. Ever wondered, or if you wanted your iPad to feel more like your Mac, like you're using a Mac without losing touchscreen magic? This update is definitely giving all of that. The windowing system is actually the star of the show. Now, one of the things I want you to notice is that, all right, so I'm going to switch over and notice this glass feeling is there. But one of the things that really captured my attention, I'm going to just come out of this mode. So one of the things that really captured my attention with the notifications, notice you have that transparent or that translucent feel. And if you're using your pencil, if you just highlight over the notifications, it's literally going to give you like a glow to it. So that was pretty cool. Also with this new UI, it does also give you, like, every time you point to an app, notice it's giving a little animation as well. Also, when it comes to the actual UI, if I go into customize, I can choose, because I like my dark mode. It does give you the clear options. If you go to clear, it's going to give you this totally clear look. Before, yes, you could have achieved this with Stage Manager, but the good thing I like about the windowing system is that it's using AI. And every time you open an app, to the bottom right, there's a little white curve to the bottom of that window that actually allows you to size the apps. One of the things I really love that Apple actually did, they integrate a lot of the Apple Intelligence into the UI or into the new operating systems. So let me give you an example. If I close off Safari in this size and on this page, if I tap the X and I go back into Safari, it's going to open back on that same size. Apple Intelligence is getting more of an upgrade because it's following this, what is called a context-aware AI, where it's literally going to take whatever you have on your device and it's going to help you to either summarize something, and it keeps it on the device. Basically, what I want to do, I want to have the ability that when I put in certain transcripts from my podcast in a specific folder in my iCloud drive, I want Apple Intelligence to summarize it and actually create that summary inside of my notes in a specific folder. Now, before, it was a lot of steps to get this, but with Apple Intelligence now, it's a little more easier. If you notice, I just have 3 steps. So it's going to get the contents of my podcast transcript from a specific folder. I've specified which folder. It's going to actually summarize, and I can choose to say if I want it to be summarized or get the key points from that transcript. And then it's going to actually take that summarize or those key points, and it's going to create a note inside of my notes app in a specific folder. So if I'm to actually run this, all right, so here is where the transcript is actually at the bottom. So they copy the entire transcript from the original file, and then they put the summary at the bottom of the file. Now, this is very helpful, especially for those of us who use our devices to help us with content and all the things. This is very, very helpful. We have been asking for them to fix the file app for a very, very long time, and I think it mightn't be where we want it to be, but thankfully we have the ability to change colors of the folders and all the things. So let's say, for example, for the podcast transcripts folder, if I want to put it in my tag called content and I want it to have a specific color or folder color, I can simply tap and hold down, and then I can come down to customize folder and tags. And then I choose content as the tag, right? Notice the color changes. I can also put in a emoji, and That's basically it. Or if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. Also, let me know in the chat what you think about iPad OS 26 so far. Would it convince you to get an iPad? Are you excited to see for the final release? Let me know. And as always, stay productive. And remember, your technology should be working for you and not the other way around.